Okay, welcome back. This video is going to be for our Learn New Notes number 1. So instead of learning new notes, a lot of your friends who play wind instruments are going to be shown how to where to put their fingers down on their instrument and how that's supposed to sound and be doing all kinds of stuff like that. For percussion, what I decided I think we're going to do is we're going to show more like rudiment type of things. And what I mean by that is we're going to show kind of like the building blocks of how we're going to play music. So a lot of the things that we've already done, and whether it's like the echo note challenge or some of the other stuff, I'm just going to break down and show exactly how we're supposed to be playing that. So from now on, once you see that stuff, you already know how that's happening. Okay, so the very first one, if you look at the top left of your screen, is going to be what we call 8 on a hand. And I just call it that because it's just 8 counts of one hand and then 8 counts of the other. So what this is specifically going to be targeting is making sure that we have good fluid motions in one hand. So we're just focusing on one hand at a time. We can make sure that the stroke and everything that's going on is really, really good in that. Okay, so if you look up there, we're going to have number 1 and number 2. These are very, very simple. It's just all rights and then all lefts. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move out of the way. I'm going to get my pad out, and then we're going to go through how we exactly play that. Okay, so if we look at number 1, first of all, the very first thing we want to make sure that we're doing is we have a good grip. So remember, on our first crease here, we're lining up the stick in that first crease. Our thumb is going right across from it like that, and our thumb is flat on the stick. Our fingers are wrapped around the stick, and the stick is in the fingers and in the palm. Okay? We have a closed opening right here. This is not open like this, and our fingers are on it. And then the top of our hand is facing up towards the ceiling. Okay? So now that we're in that position, to be able to play this, what we want to do is we want our sticks when we're not playing to stay as still as possible. Okay? So as I'm going through number 1, what you're going to notice is my left hand, and this is my left hand over here, is going to stay completely still. So as I play, just like that, you notice that the left hand is staying still. Okay? The second part of that is I'm starting from this down position. So I'm starting down here, then I'm lifting up and then coming back down. And then what you're going to notice is at this tempo, which is about 80, there's a little freeze before I go to the next stroke. So I'm going up, down, freeze for a second, then back up and down. Okay? A couple other things to remember. We're only using our wrist right now. So we're just using our wrist and we're going up, down. Just like that. Okay? Same thing when we go to number 2. When we go to number 2, we want to make sure that our right hand is still and our left hand is moving in the same way. Just like that. Okay? Now, we're going to have a practice video, so I'm not going to go over exactly how we're going to practice this right now. This is just to show you how we're doing. So remember, good grip. Sticks are right next to the drum head, not on the drum head, right next to it. And we're moving from our wrist and keeping our non-playing hand still. So we'll do that. The same thing on the left hand, and then we'll see you guys back here later on where we will practice our 8 on a hand.